May 12, 2021, specially called Allotment Committee meeting to order. This meeting is in compliance with the Declaration of Emergency Directive 021, which includes limited in-person attendance. The public may view the meeting live via the city's website and can provide comments via email or calling in as well as in person. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The first item is the initial public comment period. Public comments during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters on the agenda for action. Each person has up to 5 minutes to speak on a specific agenda item. The public may call 702-589-9629 to provide public comment. Mr. Mays, is it public comment via the phone first, or if there's someone in
You can certainly inquire in the audience now if anybody wants to speak.
Is there anyone present who would like to speak? Great. Again, you can call. The number is 702-589-9629. Seeing no one or hearing no one at this time, we will close the first public comment period and move to agenda item 1. For possible action, approval of the minutes of October 6th, 2020, specially called meeting. I motion to approve.
I second.
Okay, we have a motion and we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion is approved unanimously. Next is agenda item 2 for possible action. The committee is to consider an amendment to the rules of procedure. Staff?
Chair Jorgensen, thank you very much. So the allotment committee rules of procedure are adopted by the committee to provide guidance in how to conduct meetings. The rules were last modified on May 22nd, 2014. Staff is proposing an amendment to Section 2, meeting dates. Currently, the rules require that the committee meet once a month. As you well know, the average number of meetings is like once a year. So the red line attachment makes changes that would say that the committee would only meet when there is a need to conduct business or at the discretion of the chair. I can answer any questions.
Do any of you have any questions at this time or comments? I would just like to state for the record, having been on the committee for 3 years, that I think this is a timely and needed change. Do we have any motions?
Motion for pass.
Yes, to approve.
I second.
Do we need to be more specific, or is that
No,
fine?
no,
Okay, we've had a motion, we had a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Looks like it's unanimous, and that we will be moving forward with that. Next is Agenda Item 3 for possible action, AFDA 17-188, Storybook Homes, Boulder Hill Estates, review of an amendment to a previously approved allotment application for a new model home. And we'll have Mr. Mays report.
yes, thank you very much. And so the committee is familiar with the Storybook Homes development called Boulder Hills Estates. The committee had previously provided a rating for the entire subdivision, and that rating number was 87.8261%. The reason that Storybook Homes is back before the committee this evening is that they are proposing a new model home. And since the new model home was not included with your original consideration, it requires review by the committee. As you recall, the purpose of the allotment committee is to evaluate developments and housing units and the quality of those housing units. And so in this case, with the new model we have provided in the packet for your review, elevations and the proposed landscaping for that home. And you will also see as the fifth attachment that you have a rating sheet that after you have reviewed this project, you will score, and then I will compile your score and provide you the percentage number. And then that will be the number for this particular model. Now, one of the important things to note here is unlike the original scoring that you did for the subdivision, you had to score 9 criteria. Because this is just an individual home, it's only the 4 criteria. And Isaac Summers with Storybook Homes is here to answer any questions you may have about the proposed model.
Hi, Isaac Summers, representing Storybook Homes, the applicant. Like Michael said, we're introducing a new plan. We've found that as we're building through the community from the north to the south, as we get into the R110 zoning, which is larger lots, so we're getting into the 10,000 square foot lots, we wanted to introduce an additional larger single-story plan. And that's kind of to supplement, call it our lineup that we have today. We found that, a lot of the single-story models, people prefer those. I think right now, 2 out of our 5 existing plans are 2 stories. This will add an additional single story to make a total of 4 out of the available 6 as single stories. And that's kind of what we've seen as the demand. So getting into these larger lots, we felt it was appropriate to introduce a larger square footage single story that may be, more fitting for those lot sizes. So I'm available to answer any questions if the committee has any.
Does our committee have any questions regarding this?
Not in particular. It seems like it fits right in with the other homes that are there and makes sense.
I actually drove in the area to look and see what it would look like, and it looks pretty much, the front of it anyhow, looks like a similar to another model that you have, and it's just the back side of it that's changed. So it looks good.
Thank you.
Okay, what are the next steps?
So the next steps, you have a scoring sheet in front of you, and you will see that on the scoring sheet are 5 criteria. They are pulled from the 9 criteria, so the criteria is 1, 2, 3, and 5. You have the description of each of the criterias, and so what I'm asking is for each of you to look at the maximum points to provide with each of the criterias, provide your scoring, and then after everyone's concluded with that, if each member can just share their total points with me, I will tally them up to give you the percentage for your motion to proceed. And just if at the end of the meeting, if each of you could print and sign your name, then we keep these for the record as well. Chair Jorgensen, I think everyone's completed, so if we can just go around and everyone can just give me your total score.
Right? Teresa?
41.
Yeah, push your,
It's on 41.
I was 45.
42.
All right, just give me a moment to add up to create the percentage. All right, you may recall this is an odd percentage. We go for the decimals past the percentage. So it is 93.8888.
Do I have a motion to approve the rating of 93.8888?
I motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Okay, it's been the motion and the second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion is approved unanimously. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Now is the final public comment period for the evening. The public may call in at the phone number of 702-589-9629. Again, this is the final public comment period for the meeting this evening. The public may call 702-589-9629. Hearing no one else, we will close the final public comment period, and this meeting is adjourned.
Sixteen minutes.
We get it done.